Hello there, crafty friends. We are back with our 12 months of wholeness through creativity, and this is month 5. And our project this month is one I'm super excited about, and I think you will be too. This is a little mini purse that you can make to carry or to give. It's just a great little pretty gift that could be used as a Mother's Day gift for your own mom, for a friend, or even for yourself. Or it could be used as a May Day basket if I get this out in time and you get right on the ball. It is a very simple and quick project to do. There's not much to it at all. As you see, I've got 2 different designs here. The plain rectangle one, and then the satchel type bag that has a little bit more shape to it. We're going to need very few supplies for this. These are all things that we've talked about and used before. So for our bags, you're going to need 2 sheets of 6x6 patterned cardstock. It's got to be the cardstock weight, not the paper weight. And you're going to want a pattern that does not have a direction to it. Stripes, dots, geometrics, all over pattern, florals, those types of things are great. Something that has a definite direction to it would not be so great. I think almost everything in this pad would totally work. Let me grab another pad and I'll show you the types of things that would not work. So in this pad, you can see we've got some that would work, an all-over pattern. The planes can go up or down, all-over pattern. Obviously, your cutouts wouldn't be the best for this. But also something like this. If you put these trolleys on, the front side would be great. The back side, they would all be upside down. So that's why you want something that's a non-directional pattern. You are going to need a second sheet that is coordinating. If you're using double-sided cardstock like this, more than likely the back is something that coordinates well with the front, so you could just use 2 sheets, front and back. If it's a single-sided that has just white on the back, then you can just pick another coordinating pattern. You can see this one was just a single-sided, and so that worked out fine for this design. This one was double-sided, and you can see that that's best for this design because you can see we've done the little fold-over tabs that show the other side of this. So 2 sheets of cardstock that coordinate. As you see, the coordination is going to do the closure on this one, the little decorations at the top, and the handles. Also, our little mini journals that go inside are made of the coordinating. With this one, you can see we didn't even need that second sheet of coordinating paper. If we decide to do this handle, you could just use a plain color. This is longer than 6 inches if you do this style of handle, so you're not going to be able to get it out of your 6x6 pad. So this style of handle, just pick a coordinating cardstock, and like I said, you wouldn't even need a second pattern paper unless you use it for your decoration and your notebook. This one, I just used a scrap for the closure, and the decorations at the top are actually just washi tape, and then my handles were made out of ribbon instead. So you see we've got some variations here that we can do. Like I said, if you're going to do a cardstock handle, then you're going to need 7 inches by 3/8 of an inch. So just a small scrap to make that handle, but like I said, it won't fit out of your 6-inch paper. And then inside of our little mini purses. There's several little things you can put in them. The first thing is a little mini journal that'll fit inside of there. And you can go back to our month 1 project to see how to make these. And so that's a cute little addition for it. Other things that would fit in here. For this one, I've got an essential oil roller bottle, lip balm. You could put little chocolates in here. A Ghirardelli square will fit in, and this one's got just a small sample of essential oils. So those are some of the different things that would fit in here. A gift card would fit in here with some of those things. So if you're going to do the little notebook, that's also, as you can see, coming out of our coordinating. Second sheet of cardstock, and then you'll need a couple of sheets of copy paper or whatever other type of writing paper you would like to use. So that is all it takes to make these. For your supplies, you're going to need your scissors, of course, a cutter for your paper, and then if you're doing the traditional style of purse, the plain rectangle one, you just need your scissors and trimmer and your regular scoreboard and bone folder for doing your creases and your scores. If you're doing the satchel style of purse, then you're going to use your envelope punch board to make this one, and you won't need your regular scoreboard, just your envelope punch board and the bone folder that comes with that. You're going to need some type of adhesive. That can be your ATG gun or double-sided tape that's 1/4 inch wide. You can use liquid glue for all of it if you prefer. I don't generally like using liquid glue. I prefer the dry adhesives, but you certainly can use just straight glue for every part of it. The other thing you're going to need is little Velcro dots. I don't know exactly what size these are, maybe 1/2 inch, 3/8 of an inch, and you're going to cut them in half. So you just need a half of both sides of a Velcro dot. These are the sticky back ones, and you're going to need that to keep it closed. Glue dots can be helpful, especially if you're putting in these handles. Again, you could just use your straight glue, but I like using glue dots for little spots like that. For your decorations on here, this one, I've used little brads to attach the handles, so they've got some movability to them, and those are just small size brads that you can use that come in all different colors and styles. Find something that matches. Like I said, you don't have to have the brads. They are optional, but I think they add a cute little touch to this style. If you're doing the ribbon handles, you're just going to knot that to keep it on. You will need a 1/8 inch punch to punch the holes to put the brads through on either of those types of handles. Let's see. For the little flap for the traditional purse here, I like using this label punch and just scoring it in half and gluing the back on and Velcroing the front closure. For this one, I just cut a rectangle and then used a corner rounder to round the little edges, and that worked out great with the little butterfly there. That made a cute little closure. And as I said, for the satchel style, You don't actually have a closure that comes in. It's just the Velcro dot, and these are part of your original cut of your original paper for the closure on this one. For your decorating on the front, you can use a punch. For this one, I used a little flower punch. For this one, obviously, I used a butterfly punch or die. I don't remember which it was, but some kind of punch or die, or flower or button, or if you've got a heavily patterned paper, such as the roses in here, you might not want anything extra on the front. It all depends on what your design is. So for your little notebooks then, you'll need your pokey tool to poke your holes, and your thread and needle, obviously, as we used in our first month's lesson. For other embellishments on here, little gems or flatback pearls are great for the decorations on there. If you want to ink your edges just to finish them off a little bit nicer, I like doing that just because it gives a little more definition to your objects that you're putting on there and your edges. Then you're going to want an ink. I usually recommend either the Vintage Photo if you want kind of a vintage look, and a brown edge if you're doing something a little more modern and bold. Then you might want to use the black soot, and then this is your blending tool that you use to ink your edges with. So I think that is all the supplies that we need for this project. So go gather your supplies, and I'll be back with another video shortly to show you just how quick and easy this project is to complete.